Dear learners and listeners, this is part 5 of interview chapter. Here I will talk about the advantages and disadvantages of interview. At first, I like to discuss the advantages of interview. Advantages of interview. Point 1. Easy correction of speech. Any misunderstanding and mistake can be rectified easily in an interview because the interviewer and interviewee both are physically present before the interview board. Point 2. Development of relationship. Relationship between the interviewer and interviewee can be developed through an interview. It increases mutual understanding and cooperation between the parties. Point 3. Selection of suitable candidate. Suitable candidates can be selected through interview because the interviewer can know a lot about the candidate by this process. Point 4. Collection of primary information. Interview can help to collect the fresh, new and primary information as needed. Point 5. Sufficient information. Sufficient information can be collected through the interview process because the interviewer can ask any question to the interviewee. Point 6. Time saving. Interview can help to save time to select the best suitable candidate. Within a very short time, communication can be accomplished with the interview. Point 7. Less costly. It is less costly than other process of communication. It is very simple, prompt and low cost method of communication. Point 8. Increasing knowledge. Any interview increases the knowledge of both the interviewer and the interviewee. They can interchange their views and ideas. Point 9. Explore cause behind the problem. In business, executives need to solve different types of problems. To explore or to find out the actual reasons behind the problem, interview method can be used. Point 10. In-depth analysis. Through planned interviews, detailed information can be collected which enables proper analysis of a problem. Abstract factors like attitudes, feelings, opinions, etc. can be successfully evaluated or analyzed through interviews. Point 11. Solving labor problems. Labor unrest and other disputes are very common in the industries. Sometimes human resource managers use the interview as a means of revealing actual causes behind the labor disputes. Point 12. Flexible. One of the major advantages of interview is feasible. That depends on the situation, it can be framed differently. Disadvantages of interview. Some limitations of interview process are discussed here. It is not free from defects. The disadvantages of the interview are discussed below. Point 1. Incomplete process. Suitable candidate cannot be selected by interview only. The written test is more important than the interview. Point 2. No record. In the case of the interview, some confusion may be arisen in the future as there is no evidence actually that have been discussed at interview. Point 3. Lack of attention. Much attention is required for a good interview, but sometimes it is observed that both the interviewer and the interviewee are less attentive. That is why real information cannot be collected. Disappointed. Interviewee may be disappointed while she or he faces the interviewer's questions which are not related to the field. That is why suitable candidate may be neglected. Point 5. Time consuming. Time constraint is one of the major limitations of the interview process. Preparation for the interview, taking interviews, and interpretation of the responses required much time, which makes the interview method time consuming. Point 6. Biases of interviewer. Always there is a possibility that the interview process can be influenced by the biases of the interviewer. Costly. Generally, interview method is expensive. Point 8. Inefficiency of the interviewer. Interview is a systematic process of data collection. The success of an interview depends on the efficiency of the interviewer. This inefficiency of an interviewer can lead to misleading results. Here comes to an end of part 5. So best of luck, stay safe and take care.